Okay, imagine this. You're expecting a baby, you're planning your maternity leave, all excited, and then boom, suddenly there's uncertainty about your job security. What do you do? What are your rights? That kind of situation, that uncertainty, it's exactly what we're diving into today. We're looking at a really important recent legal document, CWP 19393/2023. It was decided July 31st, 2025 by Justice Aman Chaudhary, and it unpacks some crucial rights for working women, specifically around maternity benefits. And the key thing, it applies no matter what type of employment we're talking about.
Exactly. So our mission really for this deep dive is to pull out the key insights from this specific court case. I want to show how these fundamental protections for new mothers are actively upheld by the law and why understanding this is just so important for everyone.
You know, the case centers around Harpreet Kaur. She was a clinic assistant. And like so many, she needed maternity leave. Her situation on the surface seemed pretty standard. She applied for leave June 20th to August 20th, 2023. Had her baby girl on July 1st. And she actually went on leave based on oral orders from the civil surgeon.
Right, but the problem started when she tried to come back. She was discharged from hospital July 3rd, wanted to rejoin, but initially she wasn't allowed. There was a letter, August 4th, 2023, that seemed to indicate she couldn't return.
Although it's worth noting the state council did later confirm she was allowed to rejoin, so that initial hurdle was overcome.
Okay, right.
But what's really fascinating, legally speaking, is how the court didn't just stop at that initial back and forth. It looked deeper. It focused on the core legal framework, specifically Section 27 of the Maternity Benefit Act, 1961.
Section 27, what's so significant about that?
Yeah.
Well, it's incredibly powerful. It basically states that the provisions of the Maternity Benefit Act will override anything inconsistent in other laws or even employment contracts, unless, and this is key, unless those other terms offer more favorable benefits. So the Act sets a kind of minimum beneficial standard. It can't be undercut.
Got it. So it's a safety net, basically.
Precisely. And the court didn't just look at this act in isolation.
Right. That's where it gets really interesting. This wasn't just about Harpreet Kaur's specific job. It connects to bigger precedents, yeah.
Absolutely. This ruling builds on some really important earlier decisions. It's part of a pattern, you could say. For instance, the court pointed to the Municipal Corporation of Delhi versus female workers muster roll case. That was way back in 2000.
Okay, what did that establish?
That case made it crystal clear that the Maternity Benefit Act covers contract workers, even daily wage employees, muster roll workers. That was huge.
Wow. Yeah, that extends protection significantly.
Yeah, it really does. And then there's a more recent one, Dr. Kavita Yadav versus the Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare Department. That was 2024. That ruling extended full maternity benefits under Section 5 of the Act, even to employees on fixed-term contracts. And crucially, even if the benefit period went beyond their contract end date.
So even if your contract technically ends while you're on leave?
The benefit continues. It really prompts the question, like, why should the type of contract dictate something so fundamental? It shouldn't.
It really shouldn't. It makes you think this isn't just about legal technicalities, is it? It feels much bigger. It's about, well, constitutional principles.
Exactly. The Maternity Benefit Act itself, the 1961 Act, it's seen as beneficial legislation. It's directly linked to Articles 39 and 42 of the Constitution of India. These articles focus on securing health and strength of workers, men and women, and ensuring just and humane conditions of work, including maternity relief.
And discriminating based on employment type.
That clashes with Article 14. Equality before the law, equal protection of the laws. You can't treat women differently just because one is regular and one is contract. When it comes to maternity, it's discriminatory.
So putting it all together, the court's decision in Harpreet Kaur's case.
Well, the petition was allowed.
Yep.
Strongly reinforced all these protections.
Okay. So let's boil it down. What's the core takeaway here for you listening? It seems pretty clear. Maternity benefits aren't just some perk or company policy. They are a fundamental right.
That's the heart of it. A fundamental right for all working women. Doesn't matter if you're regular, contract, fixed term, daily wage. The protection applies.
It's universal.
Yes. And this case is a powerful reminder that our laws, like the Maternity Benefit Act, are vital. They ensure that society's support for new mothers isn't just optional, it's non-negotiable. It really challenges us to uphold those underlying values of equality and protection that these legal frameworks represent.
A really vital safeguard. Definitely something to think about, the importance of these protections for everyone.